But what makes this thing even scarier is two things. One is that this is basically the same 37mm you find on the Yak-90. 37mm when it comes to shooting down aircraft, these are the belts that we'll be using, the air target's belt. One of these rounds connects with the enemy plane, that guy is not going to be alive for very long. Ultimate! So normally I don't do RRB videos, and unfortunately for a number of reasons. But then recently, a viewer asked if I want to play the grind event for the new F14 that they are releasing. And I thought, why not? It's been a while since I've been in RRB, and at the same time, I got nothing else better to grind, so why not? Suddenly the grind event for Enlisted doesn't seem so bad. Hey guys, it's Jim here, and welcome back to War Thunder. And taking a quick break from the Heroes and Generals Buddies War Thunder series, the new event for the F-14 plane, the Iranian F-14 plane. Or more specifically, the American F-14 plane that is armed with, from what I've heard, Russian missiles. Which is apparently really good, but I can't really tell, I'm not a Modern Warfare buff. But at the same time, I got nothing else better to grind, so why not? You know, it's been a while since I did an airplane in RRB video, and at the same time, there are some vehicles that I should really make a video for, especially the plane in today's video. A plane that I've actually grinded my ass off in the Battle Pass just to get it. The ITP M1. This is a premium aircraft that you can get for free from the Battle Pass. I believe this was actually the second Battle Pass. Steel Centurion, this was really a long time ago, man. I mean, sure, some of my older ground RB videos you may see me using this, but I never really took this thing out specifically. And unfortunately for good reason. One is that I really don't like air realistic. And for many reasons. Secondly, as much as this aircraft is actually really good for ground striking, it's really not for me. Because it's either you're using the 37mm autocannon in the nose, or you're using the bombs and rockets, which unfortunately not the most effective thing for Battle Rating 4.0, at least in my opinion. But hey, if you see an enemy plane, this guy will just take care of those guys immediately. So much so that people just accuse you of being a pay-to-win guy even though you actually got this plane for free. And it's definitely not lacking. You see, in comparison with, let's say, a Yak fighter. Yak fighter, sometimes he can have a really good ground striking performance, or maybe it's a little bit lacking. Now, one thing that people like to do with this thing in ground RB is that they will load up armor-piercing rounds in the 37mm, and then just dive down, either top-down approach or from the sides, then just light the guy out. The problem is that sometimes Yak fighters, for some reason, they really don't like diving. They tend to lock up when you're trying to dive, making it really difficult to pull up. But that's not an issue for the ITP M1. You can go up to 676 kilometers an hour, I'm pretty sure you can go faster than that. And you don't lock up nearly as much as the Yak fighters. So you can do top-down approach, dive bombing, glide bombing, level approach, whatever. This plane will actually do it. The unfortunate thing is that between the ITP M1 and the Yak fighter, I feel like the Yak fighter has a better turn time as well as a better energy retention. Something that the ITP is a little bit lacking, it feels a little bit chunky at times, but at least the good news is that the ITP M1, unlike the Yak fighters, has combat and takeoff flaps. Unlike the Yak fighter, which is stuck with a, takeoff and landing, and that's about it. Just be careful that if you are climbing with this thing, especially if you're climbing aggressively, full web power and everything, the engine does actually overheat a little bit, even at 100%. So you might want to take your engine down to maybe around 97% when it's getting a little bit hot, just so you don't accidentally burn out your engine like I did several times. And when it comes to shooting down airplanes, there's a reason why people think that you're a pay-to-win when you're flying this aircraft. Like the Yak-90, you have the 37mm autocannon in the nose. But what makes this thing even scarier is two things. One is that this is basically the same 37mm you find on the Yak-90. So if you think the Yak-90 is already powerful enough, you have the same firepower here. And the second thing that makes this thing even scarier, instead of 30 rounds like the Yak-9, this thing has 50 rounds. So yes, you can actually shot burst with this thing a whole lot more than the Yak-90. Yak-90 you need to be extremely careful. 37mm when it comes to shooting down aircraft, these are the belts that we'll be using. The air target's belt. High explosive incendiary tracer shell that has 34 grams of explosive mass and travels at 880 meters a second. One of these rounds connects with the enemy plane, that guy is not going to be alive for very long. I can guarantee that. Now when you're playing this thing in ground RB, you can use the armor piercing tracer round if you like. Nothing wrong with that. Because of the other factor of this aircraft, that makes it even scarier than the Yak-90. Yak-90 has a 37mm, and as a secondary, it has a single 50 caliber machine gun. The ITP, however, you have the 20mm Shivak cannon, which is pretty much the same 20mm as every other Yak fighters you've been seeing. And you don't just have one, you have two. So yes, if you want to run the all armor piercing rounds for your 37mm, go right ahead. You have two 20mm in case you come across an airplane. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about the ITP M1. Now let's take this thing on to battle and let's remind everybody that this thing exists. Shall we? Bitch! Come on! Oof. That was close. Hold on, cool down, please, cool down. Ah, shit. teammate. Wanna run that by me again? There we go. There's a 37mm. Hey, I got it. Nice. Oh dear me, oh dear me. Oh! Well, he's definitely not alive anymore. keep turning. We kill each other. Hello, back and lost, my old friend. Oh, I got the severe damage. It's mine.